Hello and welcome to PC Invasion Plays Planet Coaster, Frontier's upcoming theme park coaster creating game, which is out on the 17th of November, which I do believe could be tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is just take you through some of the stuff. I've been messing around with this for a few days now, and there's a lot to take in, and I think people who've been wanting a new sort of theme park or coaster sim type game will be quite pleased with what's on show in this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually resume a park. So this is a sandbox park which I've created yesterday, and I just started this yesterday, and it's very basic. So let me just explain how this works. So when you start the game, basically you have an entrance to your park, and this is it here, and that's all it is, a tunnel. People come in and go out from your park. So the idea is basically to get as many people in your park as possible. So what I did was I've set up a coaster, my first coaster, which is a default one that's already created by Frontier, and I'm going to show you that now. If you click coasters at the bottom, you will see all the sort of pre-made coasters that are available at the bottom there. So I think I can't remember which one I picked, but I'm going to pick one now. Oh, it's giving me a big message. There you go. So that's it. I mean, it's already done, and you just plonk it down. I'm not going to plonk it down because what I'm going to do to show you what I did do yesterday, I created my own, and this is probably where people are going to get a lot of kicks out of the game, because this it's a bit of a disaster. In fact, it was a disaster first of all because I made it too scary. I had a huge drop around here, and it was actually higher than this, and basically the coaster is given a rating. So if it's just too extreme, people are just not going to ride it. So I had to scale it down a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bung this in edit mode, because once you've built the coaster, you can actually go back and tweak it. So I'm going to put it into test, which means that basically it's closed. It will close it down. Everyone should just disappear. Yeah, that's them disappearing there. That's my maintenance guy. So it's in test mode, and you can see it here. Now if I click this and switch to camera mode, let's have a look. This is what it looks like riding this coaster. So yeah, it's not too bad. So that's what the coaster I created yesterday looks like to ride. If you also put it in test mode, if I click stop test and you start test, you'll see here on the right, hopefully it's going to go, here we go, you'll see the meters here of excitement levels and fear and nausea. So as the zoom out a little bit, as you progress through the ride, you'll see these meters. I'm going to speed the game up a bit, one sec. You'll see these meters just pop up and down. So if it's just too scary, people are just not going to enjoy it. So let's just stop the test. What I'm going to do is go into the edit mode, So I must admit, I took some getting used to putting this coaster together, because each track section can be tweaked. And if, for example, I do this, I know this is going to break my coaster. So what I'm going to do is show you what happens when I break it. So I'm going to start the test again. I'm hoping this will break it. So here it comes, here it comes. Okay. Oh, I didn't break it. Okay, wait a sec. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to raise this, and you just basically click the section and drag it up. Let's try again. Okay, start the test. Okay, here it comes. Ah, I can't believe it's actually working now. I had this problem. Maybe they've tweaked something. There was an update. I'm just going to keep raising it, because what I want to do is effectively remove the momentum, and that should do it. So, okay, here we go. Yeah, there you go. See, it can't do it. It can't. It's just going to go whoa, 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 back and forwards. It's just too high, and that is one of the real challenges when you're putting one of these together, because if anything is just out of slightly out of whack. Start the test again. Nope, the sun's going down. Yeah, if anything's slightly out of whack, it's just gonna not go around. This may still do it, right? Yeah, it's still fine. Okay, so we're happy with that. It is, I will say, what I'm gonna do, let's just click done. So, I don't want rides, I want coasters. Custom. Just go through the different sections here. There's just so many options. I'm still getting used to where everything is. Get off that. Let's have a look at this. Now, if I do a custom coaster, and I'm going for like a wooden custom coaster, hang on, hybrid, steel topped, unchained, right? I've no idea what this is going to do, but basically I'm going to try and do one from scratch. I've got to think about this. You've got to think about where your paths are, because people have to actually get to them. Okay. Now you can see you've basically just got the building blocks, foundation. And you need to get things moving. So hang on a minute. Why has that done that? So with a few clicks, I don't want to do that, but I want this section. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's go back. Go back again. Put it in that dip. That was a bad move. Actually, I don't know why it's done that. It's a bit strange. I'm going to start the test and see what it does. Yeah, see, it just falls off because I've not. There we go. So it's falling off, but it can actually has something to actually chain up now. So you just double click it, and then it'll add another section. So we'll just make this absolutely crazy. Now what I'm going to do, I want to just make it absolutely ludicrous. Where's the drops? Should be a drop. Oh, maybe I can't because it's the type of code. Right. Okay, let's see what happens now. I don't know if it's going to have enough to get over this, but there we go. Oh, not quite. So we'll just take this section. See if that does it. So you can kind of see how hard it is just to actually get things just right. Not really sure why that dip's sounding like that, but I just want to delete that. There we go, just a simple delete key. I'm going to delete this as well. Ooh, no, 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 no. That should do it. Take one of the presets. Oh no, still not right. Oh, I'm clicking all kinds of things. It's really, really quite tricky. See if that does it. May just need a bit more welly to go over the top. That's really kind of frustrating. I'm not sure why that's happening. I should maybe do it now. There we go. I think that will do it. Or it should do it. Could be because I got that section wrong. I think I see what I've done. There we go. It's just simple things like that. So now you can go crazy with it. Like there's loads and loads and loads of pre-made stuff that you can just take. Just rotate the camera. So I mean, this will never work because the thing's not going to have enough momentum to get around it. Oops. This is an absolutely terrible example. So hang on. And you can just basically hit delete, 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 and back, and that's you out. So this one here that I did yesterday did take a little bit of time to do, but you don't have to actually design them yourself. There's plenty of coasters that are already in the system as default. And of course, you can take something like this and then just go to work and start editing it. So if we just start the test on this one. So I mean that's pretty insane. I've got achievements unlocking all over the place here. So that's just the coaster side of it, but there is obviously the sim management side of it. So this is where a lot of people are going to get a lot of fun out of this, because create great rides and so on, brilliant, but there's just so much you also got to take into consideration, like providing different facilities, first aid, food outlets, toilets even. And you've also got all the scenery as well, so just plug some trees down, boom, boom, boom. And people actually complain if the queues are aren't scenic enough. Actually, one thing I'll show you if I can get this to work. I'm actually what I'll probably do is load up my other game, but while I'm still here, okay, let's have a look at the management side of the game. So, in your overview section, you have your ticket prices, which basically you're gonna have to tweak this and just get it right. Set a maximum capacity of guests, your finances, obviously, what your shops are taking, your profit, the construction costs and maintenance, cash flow. Obviously in Sandbox it's not massively important because you're not hitting a target, but we'll load up the other game and I'll show you that in a minute. You can also start marketing campaigns, so if you want to get more people into your park, depending on how much money you've got, you can do different types. So there's like newspaper adverts, TV commercials, and they're obviously going to cost different amounts of money. Online campaign, and then there's your staff management. So I'm going to plug a few of these guys down. So let's take, I particularly like the cow because it's pretty insane. So I'm going to put the cow down on the path, and there he goes. So I'll slow that down. So yeah, that's pretty freaky. It's getting a bit dirty, the park, so what I'm going to do, go back into park management. Now let's get one of these maintenance guys, and we're just going to drop him down. Ta-da! So, all kinds of different staff, themes. What I like about this actually is the attention to detail. Just on all the characters, it's really, really good. And of course you can zoom right out. It's really, really, really very nice actually. So let's go back into park management again. I'm just going to carry on with this. So you can see your what your guests are, your age groups and so on. So you can target those with your marketing campaigns. And of course, you get all the sort of messages saying, "Oh, this is bad. This is this is great." And some graphs to chart your progress. Oh, that shouldn't be testing. So you can click, if you're in here, you can click, let's just open this. So you can open and shut your rides and so on, so that's now open. It's not much of a theme park if there's no rides open. So we'll just have a quick look at some of the other rides as well, because I can just dump everything down here. There's one that people particularly enjoyed that I was playing in the challenge mode. I'm trying to find it. We'll just grab one of these. So when you put an attraction down, which I've just done, you get an option on the right to place an entrance, which we'll do that there. Then you place an exit, which is there. And you've got to connect the entrance to the path. So there you go. Whoop. You also need to put the exit down. It doesn't actually tell you there to do that, but you do need to put it down, so... I think I totally balked this because it's outside the limits. How annoying. Okay, that's really dumb. Hang on a minute, just do that again. I'll put it somewhere a bit more reasonable. So just delete the path. The right click is on the delete path. So let's go back to rides. I'll just pick that one again. So we'll put, what we'll do is we'll put that here, and place an entrance, place an exit, and I better put another path, extend this path. I'll just do that because it's going to get a bit messy. That's that connect, that's the exit hooked up, so connect the entrance path. Oh god, this always happens to me. It's a little bit fiddly, I must admit. Some of the path placing is a little bit fiddly to mess with. And I do have, like, I had to go change a ton of hotkeys because basically, for some reason I was having some weird issues with my, let's move this back from the path a bit. Having some weird issues with my mouse, like my middle mouse button just won't take it at all. Now if you notice, actually while I'm here I'll show you this, in the bottom right you have like path length, so you can, each section you put down you can make them longer. I had them very short there a minute ago. That's the same with the width as well. You can make them really wide by just dragging that. And this is what I like about it, because they've actually thought really carefully about all the things you may want to do. Let's just see if we can connect this now. There we go, that's better. It's just my lazy planning. So I can put this into test mode. Okay, sod it, we'll just open it. There we go. So that ride is now open. Now if... this isn't a great place to do it, but... let's get rid of that. Right, what I wanted to do, if I can do it here. Here you go, this is what I was looking for. So inside the operations tab, so each ride has its own tabs you can keep exactly, I don't know, good close track of what's going on with it. You can change the colours as well, whatever you want. Do PC Invasion red, there you go. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, right. It's okay now. And while I'm here, yeah, it was the enable priority pass. Now, I was being really stupid when I did this yesterday. I just couldn't figure it out. So, what I want to do, hopefully I can remember it, we want the entrance. So what you do is you place it there. I should have done a longer one than this. So this is basically, it's not long enough. Damn, I'm going to do another one, hang on, delete that. What I want to do is actually put the ride well away. Can't do it there, it's out of bounds. I have terrible part design here. Just haven't thought about it, so what I'll do is I'll shove it here. This may give me enough room. Okay, place entrance, do it again. I'll stop giving me the hints. Entrance, exit, connect the entrance. So I'm just continually clicking to do that. Hopefully this will work this time. Yeah, don't ever design your part like this, folks. Okay, and that's what I was looking for. Enable priority pass. Do that again. Now you should. I was trying to connect the two. Actually, that could work. Yeah, maybe not. Why is the one time I want to demonstrate this getting right? There we go. So now you got to connect these two. So this is basically, there we go. So what will happen is people who pay a bit more and have a priority pass can jump that part of the queue. So I'll just open that ride. Let's see if we can have a look at the scenery. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of weird objects. Let's put that there. Hey, right. Because it's ridiculous. So there's like various themes and things that you'll see in here, like there's pirate themes and sort of fantasy themes. There's a few. I've no idea what these are. Right, fair enough. Yeah, but there's plenty of objects that you can sort of chain together. Put a big rock in there. Why not? Yes, this theme park's a bit shit. So actually, while I'm here, there you go. That coaster that I made over here, this one, actually say there's a blueprint. So I've called it PCinvasion.com Ride of Terror. Now, you can, once you've done it, you can upload it to the workshop. There you go, blueprint coaster, create workshop item, dum dum dum. Uploading to Steam. Hopefully this will work. And there it is. Well, you can't see it because you can, but it is actually it's actually uploaded on Steam into my account. There we go. So shift. Let's get out of this. When the Steam overlay came up there. Okay, so yeah, I've just uploaded the PCinvasion.com Ride of Terror to our Steam workshop. Now, this is obviously just the sandbox mode. Now, in the last patch update, they made the park size 2.5 times what they had originally in the early access, well, in the beta anyway. Oh, actually, no, there's no entrance for the ride. Oh yeah, that's that one. I'm going to bulldoze that. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the main menu. Okay, let's just leave that. So, and I'm going to resume, and I should have. Oh no. Typical. Should be able to load up my other one. I'm hopefully gonna. Bum 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 bum. No. I think this might be it. I'm hoping that this is the part that I was messing about with the other day, which was part of the challenges that you have, so... Yeah, so this was the Pirate Battle Challenge. I've almost done everything, but I'm just struggling to get the profit up. 10,000. But this park is sort of, it starts with a very basic sort of attraction. You have one coaster, and there's this pirate ship here. Wait till it gets daylight, you'll see it a bit better. So I'll speed it up. There's a lot, the space in this one is a lot more limiting as well, but the challenge is actually a really good way to understand how this sort of game works and how to organise your finances. Okay. Yeah, the Rocktopus, which are these things, seem to prove really popular. There we go. So, this just actually gives you a really good idea of what you can do with it. So there's the park entrances over here. And it goes through a tunnel, then into the park itself. So you can sort of see the attention to detail that there is and what you can actually achieve with it. I mean, this wasn't me really trying very hard, but as you can see, it's quite impressive. I did manage to get this coaster out, which was my sort of first coaster placement, but it was just a default one. But of course, like I say, you can, as a pirate. Of course, you can go in and then just start messing with this. So this was a pirate theme park, so you can see, you can hear all the sort of piratey noises and stuff, whatever a piratey noise is. One thing before I start this demonstration is I want to show you the settings, because there's actually a lot you can change in here, and like I said, my middle mouse button just would not work, so I had to assign the rotate camera to a key, which is fine. It's probably just my mouse, but you can change everything, your sensitivity, because these are graphics, of course. So I have everything pretty much, you know, cranked up. It's a GTX 980. Now the controls, pretty good, because you can basically change just about everything that you could possibly need to change. I had a little bit of a problem with the path edit, but that was just a conflict because I had to change my middle mouse button, but that's resolved now. Yes, there's tons of stuff that you can change, which is really good. So yeah, there's no quibbles there actually with what you can and cannot change as far as the game's concerned. Oh, actually one thing you can do, which is important because I cranked this up, is the interface. You can scale your interface, so I can scale it right down. You can see it's just dropped there. Confirm. So there you go. Personally, I do like it a little bit larger because I'm a bit blind. I need to change the colour of it. So it's pretty good. I won't go massive because I had problems the other day. Made it so big that I couldn't do anything. Okay. So there you go. I just want to give you a quick look at this before it launches tomorrow. This is Planet Coaster. It's from Frontier. It is on Steam now. and I think anyone who enjoyed games like Theme Park and so on will probably get a kick out of this. Especially if you like designing coasters, I think you could have a lot of fun with this. Even just with my sort of hour messing around with it yesterday, managed to create something that actually worked. So if you like that kind of thing, this is definitely worth a look. Okay, well, thanks for watching. This was PC Invasion Plays Planet Coaster. I'm Paul Younger, and I will be back soon with another video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.